Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's opening contest is a singles bout. Your referee for this match, referee Nick Knox. Introducing first, standing to my left, weighing in at 160 pounds, from the Dirt City, he is one half of NCW's 2021 Match of the Year. He is the Dirt City Dawn and the former NCW New England champion. This is the Ace, Mike Montero. His opponent tonight weighs in at 97 kilograms from the Dirt City. He is the CUTTER KOWALSKI, Ricky Medeiros.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for Northeast Championship Wrestling. This is the opening of the 2022 season. Sweet victory. I, of course, am Derek Simonetti, sitting side by side with my color commentator, Dallas New Haircut McCarthy.
That's right, the executive decision maker of the League of Excellence, Dallas McCarthy, indeed. And we're going to find out which of these two men is better than each other.
Oh, it looks like we're going to start it off. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured what was going to happen.
This is going to be a fascinating one. For those who don't know, these are two, I mean, I think at this point, former teammates.
You know what? I still have an opinion about that, but go ahead.
Okay. The Dirt City Murder Crew, one of the strongest factions in the last few years in NCW, has more or less collapsed, largely because of the rivalry that is brewed between these two, Mike Montero and Ricky Medeiros.
You know, and I've said in previous encounters, this is just a matter of two brothers getting it out of their system. But the more and more this continues on, the more and more you got to wonder how damaged is their friendship, if at all.
And this isn't the first time they fought each other in the last 12 months.
Not at all.
You'd think they would have gotten it out for the last match, but there's still something left, and that makes me wonder if this isn't like before. This isn't like other times that they've butted heads.
A little bit of a standoff here. Ricky Medeiros with the sidestep. Mike Montero returns in kind and a big elbow in the corner. Snapmare looking for that cartwheel drop kick. Ricky Medeiros with a drop kick of his own.
How fast are both of these two? How well do they know each other to predict move after move?
Well, I can answer that second question. You want to talk about not just partners, not just stable mates and lifelong friends, but we're talking about been training with each other since almost day one. And you got to look at it from both perspectives. Right now, Ricky Medeiros is trying to kind of step out of the shadow of Mike Montero. And in the process, ended up costing him his New England championship, ended up costing him his opportunity at the heavyweight title. And now, believe it or not, Mike Montero was the one who asked for this match.
Oh, I'm not surprised, honestly, at this point. Honestly, I blame Ricky Medeiros for so much of the bad blood that's brewed between these two.
Wait a minute, Ricky coming off the blocks, was looking for that suicide dive and caught an elbow right in the mouth.
Let's go down there, back to the ring, let's go. What?
Both men out on the floor. Mike Montero, the best of the situation, just trying to catch his breath. Like I said, Montero was the one who asked for this match because he, honestly, when you talk to him sometimes, you feel like Mike believes that the world owes him something.
Have you seen the matches he's put on? Have you seen the title reigns that he's had, not just in this company but in others? The world does owe him something.
We got a cover. But in this case, you know, last year for NCW, all those encounters with him and his partner, he always kind of felt blindsided by the whole thing. This is really the first contest between the two of them here where he is in complete control of the situation.
That's a fair point. And in complete control of the situation is Mike Montero's very long middle name. And this is going to be an interesting contest because Montero, he's known for not just his in-ring intelligence, but for his ability to go the distance, to stay in a match no matter how long it goes and keep bringing more and more offense. Medeiros has an unlimited well of skill. He's got move after move that can surprise you. He's got such a long list of them too.
And the one thing that he continually has, despite all of those positives, he continually has the other wrestlers in this business, his peers, asking him if he is a leader or a follower. And tonight, well, maybe we get to find out. Trying to avoid continuing being in this Indian deathlock with a bridge, elbowing Montero in the top of the head.
Call it a moodle lock.
Medeiros off the ropes, catches an elbow from Mike Montero, and the ace is back in the driver's seat.
This crowd almost struggling to determine who they're rooting for more. I think they just want to see what these two are going to be able to do to each other.
It's an interesting situation because a lot of the fans will cheer for Mike Montero because of his athleticism and what he can do in the ring, but they'll also boo him for being, well, probably one of the biggest narcissistic dicks on the show. And then you've got Ricky Medeiros, who's trying to endear himself to the audience, but has an entire years-long history here of not being a fan favorite.
Now let's not act like terms like narcissistic dick don't apply to Ricky Medeiros at all. He's got that kind of reputation for a reason. You're right in saying he's become more well-liked recently for plenty of good reasons. He's striving to do his best to fight hard, to win in an honest way. But, I mean, you can't just change your whole personality overnight.
No, it does take time. But if I know Ricky Medeiros like I know Ricky Medeiros, he's got all the time in the world to make a better name for himself. Ricky firing back with the gut shots, catches the arm, looking for the cutter!
The first of perhaps many.
Oh, you know he throws them in bunches. Little bit of misdirection, up and down with the cutter, that's two! Could we see number three? Wait a second, Montero out on the floor. Ricky gonna go for the dive! Up and over!
Oh, usually he goes under that top rope. This time over it. He did not get caught. Ricky Medeiros has had 4 months to plan a whole new strategy for Mike Montero.
Yeah, he had to play a different card for his former training partner. Up and over, looking for that rope assisted flying cutter! If he covers him, it could be over here, Dallas. 2! Oh, that was close!
Ricky Medeiros has really been pulling something out as soon as he had a chance to start bringing out some new moves here. If this match had been happening in the middle of the season, then I'm not sure it would be going the way it is right now. Ricky Medeiros has been able to completely surprise Mike Montero, and I think that time to prepare has been a part of that.
You're right, because you can tell, like, when you're going through the NCW year, if you're having a match with somebody on show 2, 3, 4, you've had at least 1 or 2 shows to be able to see what kind of wrestler that they are this year. And right now, these two are kicking off first match of the first show, going off of empirical knowledge. Oh! Lung blower off that second rope. 2!
And here's the thing. One of Mike Montero's biggest strengths, he is consistent. He will bring the same level to you night after night, no matter what. And that's a great thing to be able to say, unless you need to surprise somebody.
Doesn't matter which ring he's in, you're right, Dallas, but he's in the ring with one person who knows him better, and the only other people that know him any better are the other members of the Dirt City Murder Crew. We've got to roll up 2!
Mike Montero may be at a disadvantage here. So far he's been able to hang, but speaking of hanging...
Oh! Sent that Shopkins headband almost into the front row and a big face wash! You got to cover!
Medeiros could be out! Not quite.
You know, it ain't over yet, but these pinfalls, they are getting closer and closer to 3, Dallas. What a way to kick off the year here at NCW. Not to mention 25 years of NCW. This is a big milestone year for Northeast Championship Wrestling. And what better than to kick it off with two of the best. Mike Montero looking to take up residence in the high rent district.
I have a feeling you may be looking for that double stomp.
Going for the double stomp. Ricky
Medeiros has the same feeling.
Big roundhouse kick. Might be trying to get that rope assisted DDT right on the brainstem. Oh, wait a second. He is not wasting any time. Going back to the top rope, looking for that big double stomp.
Montero's perhaps been too predictable, but he's so
gotta be
fast.
It too. Oh, he kicked out! That would have spelled the end of this match for almost anybody else in that locker room, but Ricky Medeiros found a way to kick out at 2.
He's got a different kind of heart.
Right now, it's in his back.
Montero now, I think, is refocusing his game plan here. Reworking what he's going to need to do to beat Medeiros. I think he's got something in mind, though.
I think he's giving him the stomps in the midsection, but if he decides to apply the submission, we could see the sharper. Yes, there it is. He's going for it. Going for the sharper image, that sharpshooter. But if he really sits back, this night could be over, but Ricky Medeiros saw it coming.
It didn't do him any good.
Oh, wait, there it is.
Oh, he's all the way in now.
He is in trouble now.
Oh, my God. Medeiros is going to have to tap.
Wait a second. Look at the strength that he reaches the ropes.
I'll tell you what, though, he was lucky to be that close to him. I mean, great ring awareness, knowing exactly where they were to be able to turn himself over to him.
I think if he didn't push up immediately after that move was applied, this match would have been over.
I think that's a great point.
Remember what we said at the beginning of this match. This audience did not know how to take either of these men, and now, listen to them now. Oh, he's calling for that Dirt City Destroyer, that flipping pile driver. Wait a second, Ricky, in the full mount, delivering those strikes. Montero out on the apron. Ricky going for the attack, takes the boot. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second, Ricky looking for a cutter off the second ropes, and he hits it.
Once again, Medeiros sees it coming.
Wait a minute, no. Is he gonna try and do moonsault press? We've got to cover 2. That's it. What a way to kick off this show in this season, Ricky Medeiros. I don't want to call it an upset victory, Dallas, but I did not have that on my bingo card.
I cannot believe he pulled it off. What an impressive win that was. I'm blown away. Not just by that win, but by that whole match.
Ricky Medeiros may have just set the tone for his 2022 in this match with Mike Montero. Wait a second. It looks like he's trying. He is trying to show his partner respect. Brothers fight all the time. That's all this was. I got to give it to Montero. After taking a loss like that, I wouldn't have expected him to be so civil, but it just goes to show you, Dirt City through and through. More of Northeast Championship Wrestling when we return.